Well, good afternoon. I am back for part 2 of my prepping my Amazon FBA shipment. I was on earlier this morning in case you were on. Welcome back if you come back. And I took a break to go have some lunch, and I changed into a tank top because it's getting warm here. It's like, I don't know, 80 something. So I am in Northern New York. I have been selling on Amazon for a year. I use Inventory Lab to prep my Amazon shipments. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen so you can watch in my Inventory Labs while I do that. And actually, I was going to pull up this live stream over here on the side. Here we go. Pull up. There we go. That way I can just kind of keep an eye on what's happening on my screen. So let me share my screen. And I'm just going to take off from where I left off. And so earlier this morning, I had unboxed these that I'm selling or going to send in. It's an anti-frizz shampoo made with marula oil. And it's made in the USA. When I opened this or took them out of the bag, one of them had leaked all over. So I had to wipe these off. Hopefully I can get the price tags off. If I have a hard time, I may actually hold off and do these another time so you guys don't have to sit there and let me just see if they come off easy enough. Oh yeah, this should be all right. All right, so I'm going to scan this. So what I do is I use Inventory Lab and I scan my products in with a scanner. And this is a corded one. I have a cordless one, wireless one that I use when I'm out and about, but here I just use this one. And so what I do is in Inventory Lab, you can scan your product, and by scanning it in the top left right-hand corner here, it would show you, maybe I've grabbed these to go on eBay. Let me type in Vanessa shampoo. I'm just going to put in Vanessa shampoo. It's orange bottle. I think I did have to type this in the store. Okay, so there's one of those bots telling me they love my video. And yeah, well, you're not even here because, I do have 3 people watching. So, hey, welcome back if you were somebody who was here earlier. Let me see. I know that I saw this in the store. So I'm going to go into my Amazon seller, add a product. All right, so let me stop sharing my Inventory Lab, and I'm going to share this screen with you. I'm sure there's a way for me to do this and not have to leave. I just don't want to share my whole thing. All right, so I'm going to put in Vanessa shampoo. Okay, so here it is. No, yeah, anti-frizz shell variations. So in Inventory Lab, if an item is not isn't actively being sold, or it's been like a while since it's been in stock, then it's not always an Inventory Lab. So what you have to do is go back to Seller Central and find the product that way, which, let me just check this UPC 1028. So it is a different UPC. Oh, so this one is 10 ounces and this one was 16.9. Let me see if they have one. Oh, here we go, 1028. This is the one I have right here. Okay, so I wonder why it's not showing. Let me just click on this. Oh, you can't see it. So I just clicked and going to the actual page. But it's a horrible page, horrible listing. Yeah, you know what? When I bought these, I was looking at this this one right here that's the 16.9. This may not have been that great of a deal. So I think instead I am going to stop sharing this so I can go to Inventory Lab. Oh, hey, Linda Robinson, you learned how to leave a comment. I am so proud. That's my mother. All right, I'm going to go back to Inventory Lab. All right, so it's not showing it. So I'm going to scan it with the eBay app. Let's see if I can sell it on eBay. Well, obviously I can sell it, but like if there's profit. So I only paid $1.50 for these. Worst comes to worst, I'll see if my daughter wants them. Oh, so 2 bottles is selling for $15. Or I should say that's what they're asking. Nobody is buying them. There's no solds based upon the UPC. So let me type in Van Issa shampoo. Anti-frizz, but let's see if anybody is selling. If there's actually solds, but just not with the UPC. Oh yeah, there's solds. So somebody sold a 5-pack for $43. And so this is the big 16.9 ounce for $30. I mean, so somebody's buying the shampoos. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. I'm going to end up putting these on eBay. So if you hold on a second here, I'm going to put these into my eBay pile to make room on my desk. So I have a tote here. So when I come across items that maybe I missed a flaw, or I can't sell it on Amazon, or for some reason ended up not being exactly what I thought, then I can sell it on eBay. All right, so I have this Goldie Blocks. It is a these had to go. So these have to go hazmat. They have essential oils in them. And let me just scan them. I just sent some in, but I couldn't fit them all in the box, so I did keep a couple of them away. Okay, so why is this? Okay, it did pop up with it. All right, so 2 of them. So those I paid $3.28 for. They were for sale at BJ's. And I don't know why it didn't just ask me if I wanted to replenish them. There's no expiration. So they're $21.98, so $8. So I am going to go ahead and send them in because I have other stuff that's hazmat. So I'm going to go ahead and mail them. All right. So speaking of hazmat, I have some. So earlier this morning, I had some cologne, men's cologne, and I also have some women's. So this one, the box has got a little rip in it. So I'm going to eBay that one. And let me see how many I have of them. I have another bag of them. So this is just a work and hangout, just hanging out and working. Figured I'd go live. I could use the watch hours, and maybe if somebody is doing Amazon, they might learn a thing or two and be like, oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Or if you're on the fence about selling on Amazon, maybe you'll realize how easy it really is. In the long run, it's really simple. Okay, this is another one that's got a little bit of a rip in the top. So these sell pretty well for me on both platforms. So I'll pick them up even if the box has got a little ding. Let me. And you're saying, well, what are they, Tamara? Because we can't see them. All right, so the first one is, it was on clearance. It's a perfume called Imperial Blossom. This is our impression of Notre Imitations Dio, whatever that is. Juicy Couture Royal Rose, I guess. So these I'm going to scan. So I'm sharing my Inventory Lab screen so you can see the screen itself and how I use it. So I got 2 of these. So you put in the price or how many you have, how much you paid for them. And in this case, they were $2. I paid taxes, so $2.16. And I bought everything last Thursday. And these I bought at Big Lots. No expiration. At least I don't think so on perfume. And they're going for $16.99 right now, FBM. So I'm actually going to go up to $19.99. Let me see. So when you click on the link up above, it opens up an Amazon page, which I'm only sharing that one tab, so you can't see me going to this one. It looks like, okay. So I was just looking to see if the price has fluctuated more than what this $16.99 is. So I'm going to stick at this $19.99. It doesn't help sell very many, only like one a month. So I'm glad I only picked up a couple of them. So Linda Robinson, I wish you were here with my Scotty peeler, peeling my stickers. I just did some stuff from my famous drugstore this morning, and I love those stickers. They come off really easy. You don't even need the Scotty peeler. But these stickers, especially when you have like a sticker over a sticker, and if that sticker's been sitting there for a while. So these Scotty peelers are nice. You can buy them. They're only a couple $dollars on eBay. You can buy them at Staples. I think I saw, my mom was looking them up the other day. There was, I think it was a 10-pack for $10. So that's $1 a piece. I don't really need 10 of them. I was thinking about maybe ordering them though and using them as a prize when I do my bingo. I play bingo on this channel every now and then. And actually I was going to do one on Thursday. I told my friend I was doing it Thursday, but I went shopping instead. But when I play bingo, you can join in the fun. It's simple. It's free to play and win a prize. Kind of took a break because it's expensive for me. Got to buy the product for the prize, and then I got to buy the postage to mail it to you, and so I just kind of took a break to reevaluate whether or not I wanted to do it. And I do really like playing, so I would like to get back on a schedule and start playing again. So do you buy more? Do you buy more what? I didn't see when you typed that, so I'm not sure exactly what you were saying when you asked if I bought more. All right, so I'm going to accept this. Yeah, see, the rank is 855. Ah! This item is hazmat review. Damn it. Okay, so these will be FBM. So I will list those FBM. I'm going to put those up there. And I'll probably cross post FBM and FBA. So these I know I can do FBA because I have sent these in FBA. I'm going to scan this one. So this is Kitty something. Yeah, see, I've sent these in before. I am going to replenish what I've sent in. So these are, thank goodness phones have calculators in them, huh? It'd be better if I just knew how to do math in my head. These were $2.70. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I think they might be doing away with these. These are on clearance. So if you can make it to your Big Lots and see what they have. I have another one that's local to me. I'm gonna probably head over and see. All right, so there is no FBM. I'll do that 1556 or FBA, I should say. Hopefully these aren't under hazmat review. Also, I know they're hazmat because I've sold them before and I've had to ship them separately. Had to do ground shipping on them. Yeah, good. So this one worked. Print 5 labels. So you can't see it, but it pops up with a little print label box. Lets me print labels. And I see my friend Victoria just went live testing. She's setting up a new office today, so she's been hanging out. She usually doesn't use YouTube on the weekends, but she is today. She should have just jumped on my channel. She could have joined me on StreamYard. I'd be happy when I have these working hangouts. If anybody wants to ever come in and hang out with me on video, we can actually talk back and forth. I'm always up for that. I probably am going to start doing more of these, even if I'm on here by myself. Or in this case, my mama. My mama and I, she's on. Until she gets bored, because she's not a reseller. So she might decide at some point, I'm not going to stay on and just watch you work when I could put on TV. It is nice out today, though, Ma. You should go outdoors and get some weeding done. Especially if it's weeds in the shade, because it's a little warm. I changed into a tank top because I was warm earlier. So this, for lunch, I took a lunch break. I was doing a live, and then I went to go eat some lunch. My husband went out and picked some mushrooms, some morels, and pheasant backs. I don't eat them, but he loves them. I ended up making Spam. I need to grocery shop, and I was struggling to find something to eat for lunch today. We're all out of bread and just didn't really have much, and I found some frozen like hash brown potatoes, and I was like, all right, I can cook that. What can I cook with it? And I was staring at my cupboard, and I saw a can of Spam. I bet you it's probably been a couple years since I've had Spam. That stuff's really good when you fry it. It gets nice and crispy. But it's been a long time since I've had it. It's funny, I'll go in spurts. I don't know about you guys. I'll try something that I haven't had in a long time, and I'll be like, oh, I remember how good that was. And then I'll probably end up buying it again and eating it again and a couple more times, and then it'll be another couple years before I eat it again. I do that with ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in my freezer now for a couple months. There'll go a period where I'll be like, I want ice cream all the time, and then I end up with not having ice cream for months. I did buy an ice cream maker on Thursday. One of those nostalgia ice cream makers that you can get. I bought it. I know Walmart carries that brand, and I bought one at Big Lots for $20. And I don't know if I still have them or not, but they had some of the mixes you could buy on clearance last year. And by the way, so I just took off the stickers, and I used Goo Gone to take the residue off. So now I can put the price sticker. So now I can put my Amazon sticker that I have a Dymo 450, and so that prints these stickers. And that's one of the advantages of using Inventory Lab, is that you can do this one at a time sticker versus when I was using Seller Central, I had to print off like a whole 30-page of address labels. Such a pain. I hated it. And then I had to hunt for the product. And so I got these done. Put these over here. So what I'll do is after I label everything is I will submit it, and then Inventory Lab will tell me based upon what Amazon tells them where to ship the product. So it could possibly be broken down. So for instance, if you look at the screen right here on this, the kitty girl I just put in, it's telling me that they're expecting that Amazon's going to have me send one to Warehouse B&A, one to BWI, and one to MEM. Don't go by that, because I find that a lot of times it'll tell me that, and I'll send all of these to the same warehouse. And all of my non-hazmat, so like those are hazmat warehouses. I know like BWI is. Most likely I'll be sending all of these to BWI 1, because that's where I normally send my hazmat. So on the other thing, so you can pay, and I don't remember how much it is, like I think maybe 10 cents an item, and you can pay Amazon 10 cents an item and make it so you send all of your stuff to one location. I don't know if you can do that with hazmat items. I'm thinking probably not. But here it is. I'm looking for my Google. But you can pay the 10 cents, and then you can say, okay, hey, I want to send everything to, I send most of my stuff to AVP, which is in Pennsylvania. So you can say, hey, I want to pay the 10 cents on all my items, and I want to send everything to AVP. Well, the problem is right now I'm at 101 items. That's profit out of my pocket. I guess you got to look at how much is it going to cost you to ship it to another warehouse. Like if you have to break down your shipping into 3 or 4 locations, you know, how much is it going to ship you to do that? So it might be worth it in the long run. But it also slows down stuff, because if I sent everything to Pennsylvania and they really, really, really wanted something to go to Tennessee, and I didn't send it to Tennessee, well, it's going to hit Pennsylvania, and then they're going to do a warehouse transfer, and it's still going to end up going to Tennessee. But now I got to wait for my product to be transferred, which is just time and all that. All right, so let me scan this one. So I prefer just to go ahead and ship it to where they tell me. Product not found. Well, I know for a fact this is in there because I have been selling these. So let me put in here. Oh, maybe stickers. Hold on, I gotta move my pile of stickers. Move them over. All right. So I'm talking to myself right now because everybody has left me. But maybe somebody will watch it on the replay. You might as well go live when I'm sitting here working. Yeah, so here it is. This is what I'm selling. Oh, interesting. So these are 3.2, and this one's a 3.4. UPCs are the same. Well, I do have some of these. So I'm going to replenish. All right. So this is my FBA SKU, and this is my FBM SKU down here. So I'm going to go ahead and replenish. And you know, I forgot to see how many it said if I had any on hand. I don't think I do. You know what? I am going to. Right, I'm going to cancel that. Select this again. All right, in stock. Okay, I wanted to make sure it said in stock was 0 because I didn't want to replenish it if there was some still sitting there. Pretty sure this stuff sells as quickly as it gets there. It has in the past. So these were not for. These were $270. They were on clearance. It's been since December since I bought them. I'm so happy to see the stores opening up again around me. So right now it's FBM is $14.99. Well, I'm going to go up. Let's go $18.99. Get a few more dollars by doing an FBA. Put. All right. Get my labels. Oh, somebody came back. Says I got somebody watching now. Hello, whoever's here. Okay. I like to do, if I'm going to have hazmat, I like to kind of do all the stuff at one time. All right, so I also picked up a bunch of underwear on clearance at Walmart. I know some people are like, why do you share what you're buying? Doesn't that mean everybody else is going to jump on and go buy the same thing? Probably. All 10 of you that watch my videos might go out and buy, but a lot of you won't. A lot of you just watch to see. Some of you aren't even doing Amazon. Okay. So I bought quite a few of these, so I just need to sort them out so I know what I got. So when I put them in, I know how many I have. And they're in different designs and stuff. I will show you them though as I enter them. I did notice when I got home that one of them looked like somebody poked a hole in it to feel the fabric, and so that one's going to have to go on eBay. I hate when I miss stuff in the store and don't realize it. Yeah, here it is. See this one? Somebody poked a hole right in the top of it so they could probably feel it, or I don't know. Who knows what they did? I mean, there's a thing down here for them to feel it, but they poked a hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, maybe they pulled that one out and to look at it. So that's in my eBay pile. Oh, I found another mosaic deck of basketball cards that I thought I had pulled them all out of the thing. I just found another one. So it looks like now I have 2, maybe 3 packs I will be doing. Okay, I think I only bought one of those. And I only bought one of them. So Disney Princess, but they are different. Okay. All right, well, let me show you what I got. So underwear usually does really well for me. Definitely like Hanes and that type of stuff. Anything with characters on it usually does pretty well, but only when it's on clearance. I have not been able to find where I could buy it at the normal retail price and flip it. So this one we have is the Spirit. There it goes. So DreamWorks Girls Little Pack, size 4. I got mostly size 4. It's really weird. So it says it needs poly bagging. It's kind of already in its own thing. I don't think this needs poly bagging. I don't know. And I also don't remember how much I paid. There's no prices on it. I think they were $2.50. So when I don't remember, I actually pull up the Walmart app and I will scan it. And then I will put in my store. Yeah, so $2.50. So it shows me like the local stores in the area and how much they were going for. And I knew, yeah, $2.50. I don't pay sales tax at Walmart, as I was mentioning this morning. If you are a reseller, if you have a reseller's tax certificate, you can bring it to your Walmart store and they will issue you a little card that you keep with you. And before you check out, you give them that card. They put stuff in the system and it makes it so your purchase is tax exempt. So I think what I'm going to do is I have these, instead of using a poly bag, I'm wondering what's cheaper. These stickers are, so I got these little round stickers that I use to seal like health and beauty items. And I'm wondering if I take one of these and if I put it towards the bottom, so underneath the snap, I put it down here just to kind of help keep that from popping up. I think that if I was to buy these and they were like on a hanger, then you would need to polybag because you wouldn't want to send in just plain old cloth. But I don't think it's necessary for me to put this plastic thing in a poly bag. So I'm not going to put a poly bag. I probably should have pointed out where it said that. So in case you were wondering, you would know. All right. There's that label. And there's that one. All right, so this morning I was showing more stuff within Inventory Lab's screen. So if you are wondering some stuff, I also showed this morning some of the reports where you can see like how much I've spent at Walmart and how much profit I've made. So again, right up here it says prep type. This is polybag, and that tells you that you need to polybag these. But again, they're already in their plastics. I'm not going to polybag them. They're $2.50. I got 2 of these. Let me make sure they're both the size 4. Yeah. Walmart, $11.13. So this one, the profit's $3 each on them. So you can see with $3 profit, and I paid $2.50. There's not a lot of wiggle room. So if I was to pay the full price of what they were normally, you wouldn't have made any profit on them. So I just realized that I'm putting the label like this. So it actually is adding that extra thing that I put that little dot on. So I'm not going to put the dot anymore. I'm just going to keep this right here. So there's those. And I got some more underwear. Another size 4. These are superhero girls. Definitely check the clearance. A lot of people say, that there's not a lot of money to be made on clearance at Walmart. Everybody and their brother is doing it, which a lot of people do. But still, I'll make $4.76 on each of these. I'll take it. The thing is, when you do a lot of those, they add up. So I started Amazon last year. I didn't really start to get serious with Amazon until probably about April, May time frame. I'm going to put a couple of these. For some reason, these feel a little loose. So I'm going to put a couple of these circle stickers on here just to add some extra protection. So I started, I'd been selling on eBay since 1998 and off and on part-time until a few years ago I lost my job and we were moving and I was throwing some stuff up on eBay just to clear it out and realized how much things were selling for. Sold a bottle of old cologne of my husband's for over $100. So last year I said, you know what? I've been watching The Bearded Picker. He's got a YouTube channel on here and just really like his philosophy. Made it look like fun going out and shopping and traveling, and which I love traveling. I love seeing the countryside in the United States. So I said, you know what? I'm going to check into this Amazon. And I jumped in and I have been really, really loving it. I don't like the issues that I have sometimes, and mostly just the number of returns. There are a lot of returns, but it seems like a lot sometimes because how much more I'm selling. So imagine if you're like on eBay and you're selling 20 things a month, okay, and you get 1 return. You're like, oh, you got a return. You sold 1 item. But imagine you're selling 200 items and now you're getting 10 returns. Well, 10 returns seems like a lot, but you have to remind yourself, Well, yeah, but I'm selling 10 times more. So even though I was getting 1 for every 20 sales, now I'm getting 10 for every 200. That you got to realize with Amazon, I'm selling like 10,000 items now or more. I don't even know how many, but like a lot more. So when you look and say, oh gosh, I've had 70, I was looking at a thing, I think I said 70 returns for Walmart items. And it seemed like a lot, but I've sold a lot of items. So these are Disney Princess. This ASIN is already in your batch. Well, you know, it has a different front. So I'm going to, oh, another one, temporarily FBA restricted. Why? I didn't notice that earlier. Oh, I got to look at that more. I got to look at that better. Okay. So I'm going to cancel this. And then I am going to delete. So I wonder, I better double check these. Oh, okay. So isn't that interesting? So I can send DC Girls superhero underwear, but I can't send Disney Princess. Isn't that weird? Let me check these. So I can sell these. Well, it's not that I can't sell them. It's just I can't send them in. All right. Guess these are going on eBay for now. Amazon, get your act together. Why can't I send them in? All right. Let's try these. These are Fancy Nancy underwear. My mother-in-law's name is Nancy. Kids would have had a kick out of watching Fancy Nancy when they were younger. Wasn't around then, but they would have enjoyed that with their grandmother being named Nancy. All right, let's see. All right, no, nothing there. So it looks like I can sell these. Not that there's a lot, only $3. That's all right. I'll take it. All righty. That's it for the fancy or, character ones. So then I have, these are all different sizes. These are Fruit of the Loom. And I'm pretty sure I was able to sell Fruit of the Loom right away. I think it was Hanes that I was gated on. Scan them and find out. All right, these I'm pretty sure that, well, they may have been. I think they may have been $5. Scanning it with the Walmart app so I can see how much I paid for them. I'm thinking they were $5. Could get my receipt out and look. This is quicker. Yep, $5. All right, so $5. I only got one. No tax, because it's Wally's World. $18.45. Okay, so $18.45 is what the cost is for FBM. I am going to bump that to, I am going to go $19.88. Right? I like 88 because that's Walmart. I wonder how come Walmart decided on doing 88 cents at the end of all of their things. Their pricing. I wonder why they didn't do 89 cents. Oh, you know what? So this has got this little tiny hole right here for you to be able to feel the fabric. I'm going to put these in a bag. Because the warehouses are disgusting. If you ever get something from Walmart or from Amazon, they do not treat the stuff with as much respect as they should. Sellers like myself will take care in making sure that we're sending in pristine stuff. And then when you recall a product back because it didn't sell or whatever, And sometimes they come back in the worst condition you can imagine. It's crazy. There. So I polybag that just to keep them a little clean. And I know the other ones had said to polybag, but I didn't really feel a need to polybag those other ones because they were in a bag that was sealed all the way around. Right, these are the same exact underwear, except they are a size 8, I think. Yep, size 8. And I like what's nice about Inventory Lab. If you're going to be doing things that are the same price in the same location where you bought them, source them, then you do them one right after another. And it always will keep the average cost in your date purchase in the supplier the same. So I try and do all the stuff I buy at Walgreens at once, all the stuff from Lowe's at once, just because it makes it a lot easier. It's less things that I have to change. And I also have it so now it fills in my SKU automatically. Set it up so it's the ASIN, where I sourced it from and how much I paid. That is my SKU. A note though, I do that same type of thing when I'm doing FBM, which is fulfillment by merchant. I'll put in the same type of thing where I'll put like, I don't put this, I would put Fruit of the Loom size 8 girls, and then I would put Walmart and then $5. Well, I was doing that for a while, and you have to print off a packing slip when you're doing FBM and include it. And I was doing the packing slip, and I realized that your packing slip prints your SKU on it. Well, I don't want a SKU that says Walmart $5, right? Because that's just going to show the buyer that I got it at Walmart for $5. So I ended up changing it. So now it says WM0500A3. So one of my totes here that I put a lot of my stuff in for Amazon FBM is A3. Well, it's now full. So even if I'm not using A3 tote, I will still put A3 in my SKU, because otherwise it just makes it harder for, not that a buyer is really trying to figure out my SKU number, but when you see WM055 or 0500A3, you're not going to think, oh, that stands for Walmart, whatever. So now I just put the A3 there. And it just also shows me that, oh, that was an FBM, in case I ever just see the SKU and nothing else. So, all right. So let's see. We have another one. Same type of underwear, just another size. These are 10s, I think. These are 10s. And in a poly bag. And I think I'll do, see, none of these are, oh, I was doing 88, wasn't I? None of these are FBA right now. So I'm going to up the price a little bit. Hopefully I'll get the buy box when it sees FBA versus FBM. And if not, I'll drop my price to match FBM. So I do use Aurora as a repricer. I don't have a referral code, but the Bearded Picker does. I follow the Bearded Picker, good friend Scott. If you go to his channel, he has like a referral code. I think you get the first month free, and then you get like a discount for your first 3 months. I use it. I like Aurora a lot. My sales jumped dramatically when I switched to using a repricer. Like immediately, it was incredible. Of course, it's died down since then, but not because of the repricer, but now it's just repricing all the time. So these are all size 4. Just putting the sizes together so I know how many I have. All right, so I got 4 of these size 4. So these are Fruit of the Loom also. These are boy shorts. And these also have that little tiny hole, so I will be polybagging these also. And these are for $5. Okay, there's nothing here saying I can't ship them, which I just find that so odd. I'm going to go $19.88 on these also. Everything else is the same. I see somebody has dropped in to say to watch. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you're able to. Or if you want to stay hidden and silent, you can do that too. I am a stress-free zone. Just coming on, showing what it's like to prep and get a package ready for Amazon. Okay. So in my, not the description of this one because I haven't added it yet, but in some other ones, I do have a link to the poly bags that I use. I find it cheaper to buy these multi-poly bags that they have on Amazon, where you get like 100 of each different size, and because I don't really find I go through one specific size more than another because I'm just constantly buying things in multiple sizes. But it's, to me, the best deal I've found so far is buying that. So I always just go back and buy that. I do need to remember to purchase some tape because I ran out of clear tape yesterday. Probably going to have to go buy a roll. I didn't realize. I thought I still had some more and I couldn't find it. So I sent a box via FedEx with priority mail tape on it. Oh, hey, Denise. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm looking off to the side here because my screen is over here. So does the Amazon app say you can't send it in too? You know, I don't know. So let me, I'll bag this one and let me scan it and see if it says it or not. I haven't been using the Amazon app very often. I use my Scoutify through the inventory lab. Sometimes I'll use that Amazon app, but usually only if I'm in the store and I want to hurry up and list something if it's a hot item. Okay, that one. Oh, such a dodo bird. The warning about suffocation is right over my label. That's what you get for not paying attention, Tamara. I gotta print a new label. There you go. Let me see. What was it that said I couldn't send it? With those underwear, right? Let me grab them. I threw them over here. So these were the underwear. I'm just so shocked that I can't send in specific underwear, but I can send in others. Okay, so it doesn't say here anything about not being able to send it in. No, there's nothing to me. There's a box here, but it doesn't have like the circle. It just says that it requires poly bagging. So these were the ones that it wouldn't let me send in, and there's nothing on the screen at all that tells me that I can't send it in. Well, that's interesting because when I look at the offers, there are some that are FBA right now. I'm going to scan that again. Why is this one? I'm confused. Y'all saw it. It said I couldn't send it in. But here, it's not saying that. I'm confused. It's a really high rank though on these. I think I'm gonna keep them up. I'm gonna keep them on eBay. That's a high rank, but I'm wondering why. Originally, it showed me I couldn't mail them. I couldn't send them in, and now it's telling me it's not saying that. Amazon confuses me. It's a glitch, I think, happened to me too. Hit the list button to see if there's any more info. So I didn't hit the list. Let me check that. I I have some other items on my list right here. So if I say sell, let me see if I can choose. Amazon will ship. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. On this screen, when I select Amazon will ship, if I'm listing it from here, it doesn't give me any warning or anything down here that says you can't ship it. So I'm going to just continue. So I have some other items in here that when I went to add, I noticed that it had that, which it didn't before. And I ignored it. So we'll see if it gives me a warning at the end. So I'm just going to stick with the 1988 pricing. We'll see if it will let me send it in. Hopefully it will. If not, I'll FBM or it's not FBM or it's FBM and eBay. I cross post. Just ruined a bag by this tape. I gotta grab more bags. I'm getting low on that size. I think this one's too big. Oh, here they are. I'm not getting low. I just forgot I took out a bunch of them earlier. Just stuck them there so I don't have to keep going back. So Denise, I'm assuming you sell on Amazon. Have you been selling on Amazon for a while? These are a size 6. Since 2016. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of you. I didn't start selling until last year. I've been selling online for a while, but didn't jump into Amazon until last year. I wish I would have started in 2016 because so many things would be open for me right now. I mean, I hit the mega auto and gate and all those things that they talk about, but there are still some things I can't sell that I wish I could. Of course, I wish I could sell DVDs and not DVDs, but CDs, even in used condition. I have some friends that paid for like auto ungate or the ungating and stuff, but they can't sell popular music, and it's amazing how many CDs and stuff that you wouldn't even think would be considered popular are popular. So I don't know if they would pay again. Like if they were to do it again, I'm not sure they would pay the money. If I could find a legitimate wholesaler, I probably would go ahead and do that. I'm prepping a shipment too. Yay! Have you been sending in very many shipments since they opened it back up? This will be my second shipment. I sent a shipment in on Monday, which hit the warehouses. I think I had 5 or 6 warehouses I sent to, and they're all like things are already falling off the shelf there. So it just kind of told me I needed to get going and get some more done. So these are on sale. Yeah, this is my first time going live for a working hangout type of thing, but I figured, what the heck? I'm just hanging out here. Talk to myself anyhow. So in this way I can talk to myself, and either people will be listening because they're watching, or they'll watch it on a replay. Hear me talk to myself. 2016 was a great time to start. Everything was great to list. I kind of got spoiled. Oh, I can imagine. This is my 4th shipment, I think. I was doing MF until 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I went to do a shipment a few weeks ago when I heard that the restrictions had been, lifted on most items, and it was some NCAA t-shirts that I have, and for basketball, and they're still like were marked where I couldn't send them in. They're selling still merchant fulfilled, but I would really rather prefer just to send them in and let them do all the work. I need to, if this lets this go through with those ones that had that warning, I might just go ahead and try and send those in. I don't know. I gotta remember, I did send some stuff in that I did have merchant fulfilled in this bundle. I need to remember to go and take them down. I'm using Goo Gone, taking off some sticker residue left on these boxes. Yeah, some people use lighter fluid to take away sticker residue. I'm going to try that with those shirts. The other thing is, I don't know if you've ever done this, but I pulled back some items. Since I've been doing this for a year, I had some items that have hit the year, and I don't know if they're charging for inventory now or not. I know that they had paused that for a while, but I said, all right, I don't want it there when they start to charge for inventory. So I pulled some items back. They were just obviously not very good buys. And I put them on FBM and listed them on eBay. Stupid me, forgot to take them out of my repricer. So if I paid like $2 for something and I put on FBM, it was repricing it down, not realizing that I still had to pay for postage. So I sold a couple of those items and I lost some money. I lost money on them. I mean, it broke even. But I guess even breaking even when you got product that you aren't selling. Breaking even is better than nothing. At least you're getting your money back. All right, so that was some more cologne. What should I grab next? Oh, I got some video games. Oh, I got this. I'll do this one because this is handy. So this Mickey Mouse shower curtain, I got this on clearance at Walmart. Paid $5 for it. I am finding that my clearance sections have been really empty in my stores. I must have hit something. Oh, I must have hit the add a purchase. I'm like, what is that box? $31.99 for this. That's how much this is going for. I'll make $18 off this shower curtain that you can find at Walmart for $5. And if you're in a really good area, you might even find it for cheaper than $5. Oh, hey, Texas Bandit. Welcome back. I would love to get back to Amazon. Oh, did you take a break from Amazon? This feels good. I was doing eBay a lot during my quarantine shut-in time, and still obviously not back to normal. I'm in New York, so nothing's back to normal here. And I was really enjoying eBay again. And I said to my husband, like, I don't know if I want to go back to Amazon as much. I don't know if I just want to just do eBay and thrift and just the thrill of the hunt. And well, I'll tell you, after going on Thursday and hitting up stores and finding the stuff I found, I love Amazon. I love both of them. I love both so much that I just wish there was a way I could find time to do them both, which I think I can. I was mentioning this morning when I was on that I do this for fun. I mean, it is partly income, obviously income. It's more to put money away for my retirement. My husband is retired, and we can live off his income. I don't need to work. I'm very, very, very fortunate. But it's just nice to have some retirement and stuff for me, and it's our travel money and fun money, and I like to go to the casino and I use it for that and bingo and stuff like that. So I sometimes will get all wrapped up in watching people's videos and I hear, oh, this $1 million seller, or I did $100,000 this month. And I'm thinking, I did $100,000 last year. Like, and you did that in 1 month. But then I think about how much time does it take? And I know people will hire virtual assistants and they'll hire shoppers and all this other stuff. And they have warehouses. And I think, I don't want all that. Like, I want a laid back, just have fun. I'm 51. I don't even have the energy. Do I want to deal with all that? So I've decided that, as long as I'm doing what I want to do and I'm not feeling stressed over anything, because that was just what a relief to, honestly, really, for the pandemic to hit when it did, right after Q4, when everybody's just been so hyped up. And January was really, really busy for me. February started slowing down, and then that hit in March. It was just kind of a nice time for me because I needed that break. And after taking that break, I've said I don't want to go back to how my life was before. I was just sourcing and shipping and sourcing and shipping, like, constantly. And during this pandemic, I was able to take a break and spend time with my husband and all that I just, it was just really nice to get outdoors. And so let me see some messages. So my name is Phil. Oh, so Phil, okay, Texas Bandit Phil. I was frustrated, too much eBay, way too much eBay. Yeah. And yeah, so it's just nice. I just got to find a good balance. So that's the thing, right? Find a balance. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses, even in reselling. All for those people who want a warehouse and want to work like that and just go, go, go. And even here on YouTube, I was watching a video the other day about, it was What the Hales. He was on Adventures with Adventures in Reselling Victoria. And he was talking about YouTube and how he's looking for the day where he doesn't have to put out a video every day to keep his, stats going on YouTube. He's got like 200,000 subscribers or something. And he said just how taxing it is on your relationship to be doing a video every single day. And I'm thinking, I can't imagine. Like, I put out 1 or 2 a week. And I mean, there's a lot of things on my list that I want to do for a video, but it takes so much time to set everything up. And there's times when I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this type of video today, but I find, oh no, I really got to get this listed on eBay. So, YouTube is like secondary for me. Like, I want to put out content, but I don't want to put out content just to put out content. Although I'm kind of doing that right now, right? I'm doing this live just to do a live. But it's just because I'm here. Why not? Why not put it out while I'm sitting here working? So, all right. I also picked up, I got a couple of these. And let me grab these one here. Oh, one more. Video game. So I got these Mickey Mouse curtain, shower curtain hangers also. Most people don't show you what they're sending into Amazon. Breaking all the rules. I'll probably get some thumbs down on this after a while. People be like, why are you showing people what to go buy? So when I was first starting out a year ago, there was so many things I would scan and I couldn't sell it. And everybody kept saying, scan everything. And I'm like, what do you mean scan everything? Like, I hate standing there scanning a bunch of stuff. But they're like, well, you got to scan everything to see. So I ended up scanning things and started making money. But then somebody was telling me, like, go to all the stores, like every stores you wouldn't even think of, just go and start scanning. So I went into a Tractor Supply store, and I wonder if I should bag this. Didn't say it needed it. I just don't know if that's going to hold up. So I went into Tractor Supply and I scanned and all this other stuff. And I was just like, I just don't really see anything worth anything. And I heard some friends were hitting up Tractor Supply, and they were just making a killing on this one product. But I didn't know what the product was. That's the thing with reselling. Like, if you have a good group of people and they're people that you trust, even just one or two close friends, when you hear of something, you can share that with them. And you just know that you're going to respect them enough to not obviously go on their listing and tank their price or do whatever. That you just, you work in a cohesive environment, respecting each other. And so I started building up that network so I would hear about that product. And one of my friends said, okay, I know what that product is that everybody's chasing after. And I said, I would love to know, even if I don't go chase that product, it just, when you're first starting out, I said, it just gives me an idea of what to scan. Because I was still like, I don't scan everything, but there's so many products. You don't have time to scan everything. And so those in the chat, I don't know if you heard of the brand Wazine. It was a chicken dewormer product. And I think that they make illegal drugs with it. And I think that may be why it got taken down, but the company doesn't make it anymore. That's the rumor. I don't know if that's for sure or not. But when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay. I would have never had thought to go and scan chicken dewormers. So I was like, okay, that really kind of proved to me that you really do need to scan everything. Of course, that again, I think was really popular because of a non-chicken deworming reason. So I did pick up some video games, and they were $3. As you can see, there is some profit to be made in these. So I paid $3 for them. I have 2 of them. So these are on clearance at Walmart. Okay. They're selling for $38.49. So $2 or $25 profit. Not too shabby. All right, let me add it to the batch and make sure I'm not gated. Make sure there wasn't an issue. Come on, why are you spinning so slowly? Submit that. Ah! I'm restricted. All right. Oh, you know what? I should have known that. I am restricted on all professional sports. So NFL, NBA, NHL. Should have known I'd be restricted on FIFA. I probably can sell these as collectible or used like new. I don't know. Guess where they're going to go? They're going to go on eBay and Crosspost to Mercari. And did you all see that Poshmark has just expanded? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this price sticker back on this so I know how much I paid for it when I go to list it. So I could put the price in my SKU. So Poshmark just expanded the products. So I have another FIFA. This one I paid $7 for. I'm not even going to bother scanning that one. This one's for the Nintendo Switch. Okay. Let's see. I think I might be close to being done. I don't think these are something I was going to send in. So I picked up these little sticker books. They're like an activity sticker book. Let me scan it. I don't think it's worth anything. I was just going to give them to the neighborhood girls that come over. Yeah, I don't think there's any profit to be made in these. 75 cents. I'd lose 24 cents. So I picked up, let's try Toy Story. I picked up Mickey Mouse and Toy Story. I figured for 75 cents, and that was not even found. Avengers. 2 Mickey Mouse. Avengers. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here either on this one. 57 cents. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. All right, so I'm going to hang on to these, entertainment for the neighborhood, kids when they come over. Maybe I'll do this later. I'm going to open up these cards. So I don't think I have. So I also picked up, I'll scan this, but I don't like to send breakables to Amazon because they are so poor with how they treat stuff. Wow. This is not a handheld dog repeller pet dog trainer. It is a Pioneer Woman spoon holder. So, let me see if I can type in Pioneer Woman Charlie Spoon Rest. I think that's his name. Well, somebody is selling the cookie jar. Oh no, it's a utensil holder with it. I have sold quite a few of the cookie jars on eBay. All right, I don't see it by itself, so I won't do that. All right, so Phil, you did ask though, so does YouTube look to be profitable? Well, not profitable to me because I'm not making anything off of it. But I don't know how much people, I don't really know how much people make. Rally Roots did a video at the beginning of the year showing how much money they made last year on YouTube. And they did, I guess they did like, I don't know how much they broke it down, but overall, because of YouTube, they made $100,000 last year. So that is from the revenue, sponsorship, and their like, at the bottom, a lot of people will say, oh, if you're looking for buying some Scotty peelers, click my link below. And so, when you click one of those links, you don't have to buy a Scotty peeler. Let's say you clicked it this afternoon and then tonight you're home and you're like, oh, you know what? I need a new vacuum filter or something like that, right? Anything. And so you go on Amazon and you order a vacuum filter. Well, when you click that link for 24 hours, it provides them with money. So whoever's link you clicked, they get a certain percentage for 24 hours. Doesn't matter what you buy. So they made over $100,000 just on that. Now they are a big YouTube channel. They put out a lot of content. They have a lot of followers. It just takes a lot of time. So if you really wanted to be, you could, but the thing is it's not residual income. Like you can't just sit back and let the income come in. Some of it will for a while, but after a while, especially with reselling, your videos become like stale and just, if you're talking about Amazon or eBay update from 2017, no one's going to go back and watch all those. So I know that you'll have to, keep up with your videos, but some people just love doing the videos. I mean, my husband and I are going to be starting a channel. We've taken a ton of video. We just got to sit down and do the work to put the videos on his YouTube channel or our YouTube channel called 100 Acre Wood, because, we moved here a couple years ago. We have 100 acres and we've just been having so much, especially the last few months, so much fun on our land and going out, and like he just went out and got some mushrooms off from it to have for supper. And so we're going to start putting those videos together. We just put a man-made pond in the back, just a small one, just something for the deer to come and drink out of so I can watch them from my window and all that. So if you love doing videos, then yeah, by all means. Like I love going live. I'm sure I'll love it at some point when I get bigger and there's like more people there, more stuff to chat with and all that. I'm very thankful for the people who come and they come back and watch my videos and leave comments and stuff like that. Like I love it. I want to put out content that people enjoy and something that they actually can maybe learn from. So, Oh no, I just try to learn. Like when you were talking to Scott, I'd rather hear the salty side. Yeah, I love Scott. He's funny because I asked him to. I posted on my Facebook and said, "Hey, anybody want to come on? I'm going to start this new series with resellers." And he volunteered. Jason T. Smith, and Jill. They all are friends of mine on Facebook, and they all volunteered to come on. Barbara Droska, she volunteered, but haven't been able to get a date from her yet. And I have Dapper Tiger is coming on Tuesday, which he is just such, I find him so fascinating. So I'm really looking forward to talking to him. And so having Scott, he's like, oh, I'll behave. And I'm like, you don't need to behave. Like, come on. And we want to see who you really are. Like, show us who you are. And I want to hear the nitty and gritty of reselling, not just the all roses and everything else. So did I see your name was Tamara? You sure did. That is my name, Tamara. Yep. So my father named me after he was in the Navy, and I don't know if it was somebody from his Navy days or his first job after the Navy, but his boss's daughter's name was Tamara, and I think it was actually Tamara, and he loved the name so much, so he was able to name me. I'm the second child out of 4, and he named me, and he spelt my name wrong on the birth certificate. I think it was supposed to be Tamara, and so I'm now Tamara. But yeah, I like it. I like my name. Now I have finished typing the chat box. Has stopped hiding it. Ah, yeah. Yeah. So I think I've scanned everything. Let me just check and see what I got here. Oh my gosh, there's another pack of cards. So I don't know if you guys know about these mosaic trading cards. So I bought this, was $10 at Walmart, and they're selling for about $28 a pack. So I picked up, I thought 33 of them. I guess I bought 35 because I just found 2 at the bottom of my tote. So I have these big clear totes that I put in the back. I have a Highlander, and I put them in the back of my car when I'm going out sourcing. So when I come out with my Walmart bags or Walgreens or wherever, I just throw them into the back of my car and in the totes so things aren't rolling around and all that kind of stuff. When I'm going on sometimes a really big one. So last summer I went on a trip where I was specifically getting like 5 items. I talked about them earlier. Some of them were like female hygiene items and some tools, some next things. So I went out and I had totes set up in the back of my car. There was like 5 or 6 totes. And anytime I bought like the neck things, they all went into one tote. So when I got back to the car, I was taking them and sorting them out of the bags. And it made it so much easier when I got home and going to list. I just would take that whole tote of those neck things and count up how many I had and stuff. So I didn't have to sort it. Versus like this time around, I brought in everything and then I took all the bags and put everything around. So, I did think Tamara when I first heard it. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, Natasha, I've seen you on the Adventures of Reselling Victoria's show. She calls me Tamara. I call her Veronica because she messes up my name, but I'm used to it. I was called Tamara all the time in high school. The first day of class, the teachers usually got it wrong. I also have to get activated with Amazon. Yeah, if you haven't taken the jump into Amazon yet, I highly recommend you do it. I found that you can sit on the sideline and talk about it for a while, but jumping in and actually doing it and learning is exciting. And if you're unsure of whether or not you want to pay $40 a month, it doesn't cost you anything to do it. And then not even, just don't sell more than 40 items. I mean, obviously you want to sell more than 40, but if you sell less than 40, you pay $1. I think it's $1 an item. And then if you're going to hit 40, then you might as well just go ahead and subscribe. I mean, I love that it costs $40 to sell on there, and you can sell 1 million items or you can sell 40 items. It still costs you $40 obviously not counting your final value fee or Amazon fee, but just to list there that one flat $40. And if you download the app and just start scanning, you can start seeing what things have for value. And if you haven't watched the video when it goes back later, it's long because my first time was like an hour and 2.5 hours this morning. I was live and now I'm at 120. But go through it and just watch the type of things that I was scanning and what I was making. And I'll show you that. Let me share my. How do I share? Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. All right, let me go back. So on this screen, you can see, so right now I have 124 items that are going to Amazon. And it cost me $659 for these items. And I'm going to make, if the price stays, the same of what it is right now, I'll make $1,300. And that's from one day of sourcing. So that was just one day of going out and picking up stuff. I just hit some stores. I'm in a very, very rural area. But if you lived in an area like I watched Scott the Bearded Picker, and he said he has something like eight Walmarts within, I don't know his circumference he was saying, but he has 8 like right in his area. I have one that's 10 minutes from me. My next one would be like a half hour that way. I have another one an hour that way, and then an hour that way. So for me, if I'm going to be out sourcing, I drove, like how I drove into this circle was, it took me all day. I left at 8 in the morning, almost 9. Yeah, 8 in the morning. I left at 8 in the morning and I got home at 9 p.m. And if I was to go from here to the farthest away, it would take me 2 hours to get there. But it took me all day just to do that circle to hit those stores. There's not a lot of them. It's just a lot of driving in between them. I hit 3 Walmarts, and I think I said 8 of a local drugstore. So yeah, you're in Houston, Walmart in every corner. Yeah, and I find sometimes going into those Walmarts that are in the middle of nowhere, I'm really fortunate. I don't think I have very many resellers in my area. So I walk in and I'm just shocked sometimes with what I find. My eBay bill this morning for five, you have 5 stores, was over $900. How can you even keep up with 5 stores? Wow. Do you have a store for like each niche? Because, I was looking at some items. I was thinking about buying wholesale and selling on eBay. And I thought, well, I don't really want them into my normal store, especially since I share my store information. There's certain things I just don't want competition on, and like wholesale stuff is one of them. Like this type of stuff, I don't mind competition because most of them, they're just one-offs. If I find 1 or 2 of something. But it's not something I find all the time. And after the clearance is gone, I'm not going to probably be buying it again. So I tried, but they couldn't verify me. So I had to get confirmation from the government that I was trading. And they said failed application rather than try again. I've heard a lot of people having issues with getting verified. I think a lot of it is like, I think you have to show like a bank account or utility bill and all these other things. And if it's not exactly the same name, like if your partner's name is on the bill or something like that, then that can cause some confusion and they'll deny you. I don't know. I did it last year and I'm really fortunate. I feel like even from last year, things have changed so much. So my whole thing is, if you can get in now, because who knows what even 3 months from now could be even harder to get in. They could be locking down even more stuff. Like there was things that I was able to sell right away that I've heard that some people can't sell now, and I've only been doing it for a year. Yeah, they took my money for membership, then I couldn't even get the app to scan while pending verification. Well, I hope they gave your money back. Huh. And Phil said, so sort of niche. Okay, so each one is a sort of a niche store. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I just don't know if I want to take on like having to go into another store and check and see what my sales are. I don't know. Maybe if I land a product that seems like it can do really good. There are a few things I've looked at that I've really been thinking about doing on eBay, but then now that I'm back out doing Amazon, part of me is like, do I really want to deal with eBay and shipping? I really, really like that I can take all this and send it to Amazon and not have to worry about sending it to a customer. Yeah, because I don't have my name on any of my house bills. Yeah, that's a problem. That is definitely an issue. I wonder if you could, whoever's name is on them, just have them call like the electric company and say, "Hey, can I get so and so's name added to the bill?" I'm using John Chartier's idea on a new store, doing smalls and trying to sell 1,000 rather than selling 1,000 for one. Yeah, you talking about Grumpy? He goes by Grumpy on YouTube. He he's huge on Dollar Tree. I think he started doing a lot of Dollar Tree items and made a lot of money. Actually, these glasses right here, if it is Grumpy who you're talking about, these glasses came from his eBay store. He bought them at I'm assuming those are the ones he bought at eBay Open last year. And well, not eBay Open, it was the ASD after eBay Open. He said that he bought out a whole eyeglass thing. So nice. That was a couple weeks ago. He was on the Bearded's auction, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to see." He mentioned what his email address was, and I went to his email address. Like, it's like grumpy at whatever. So I went to the whatever.com, and it linked to his eBay store, and I was able to find these glasses. He doesn't do it. It came from Arizona, and I'm sure the people in his warehouse are the ones who did all the shipping. No, it was the same week as my daughter's birthday and then Christmas, and I forgot. Yeah. Now you mentioned $40. I remembered that I had paid. Yeah, that stinks. When I joined, so last January I joined and I didn't do anything with it. And then it was about the middle of February and I said, "Oh, I want to go out and start looking at Amazon." I think I'd just done like no, I did sign up for the $40 because I was looking at my bank account and I saw that $40 came out. And then I was looking at my credit card statement and I saw that $40 came out. And I'm like, well, I got billed twice. So I called them. It ended up being somehow I was able to sign up with the same email address with two different passwords. So it had two different bank account stuff. It was really weird. It took a long time. It took like about 6 months to get that cleared up because they would refund me, and then they're like, "Okay, we'll wait for the refund to come completely through." And then by the time I saw that it came completely through, I would call them because they said, "Call us and we'll cancel that account." Well, by the time it would come through and I'd call to cancel, another charge would have come through. So now I got to wait for that one. It was just like this vicious cycle until finally the timing was perfect that they were able to actually close it down. But each time, Seller Central Help, customer service, they're clueless. And I would have to explain everything all over again, even though all the notes are there and everything. It was just frustrating, but finally got that taken care of. But you should definitely see if you can get that cleared up because I think it's really worth doing Amazon. Even if you're just doing it small scale, just the money that can be made on it. I'm trying to get my sister to do it. She was doing eBay for a while and she stopped. She works full time at a VA hospital. And she's been working at another area hospital on her days off doing like per diem work. And then she works at like a third job from time to time at this dentist's office. And I'm like, you just need to go because she's been buying stuff for me. And I just went and picked up, like filled up my whole vehicle. Well, my whole shipment on Monday was pretty much stuff that she had picked up for me. And I just pay her a 10% finder's fee. And she doesn't ask for it. I just started doing it just because I really appreciate the stuff that she was grabbing. And I said to her, do you realize how easy this is? She has every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday off, and then every other Wednesday. And I said, you could go out on Thursday, source all day long. Friday, you could ship everything. And then you have all day Saturday to yourself and still every other Wednesday. And I said, instead of going to work at the hospital, working another shift and that type of stuff. And I said, once you ship it out, Amazon does all the work. They do all the selling and all that. So I don't know. I like it. Sophia said, I get so frustrated with the no, you are not authorized to sell this product on almost everything. Yes. Books, books, books. No profit in books if you don't have 5 years experience in that field. Yeah. I did I started doing books last year. I went to a book sale and at a local library. Brought my scanner, subscribed to the book scanning app and stuff, and scanned and scanned and scanned, and things were dinging and showing me like $100 book. I was so excited. And I got home and I looked up a little bit more, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're listed for 100, but nobody's buying them. And I just pulled back some of those books that I picked up last year that didn't end up selling. I think with books, I'm probably just going to FBM them. I was for a while going to Dollar Tree and scanning their books. And as long as they didn't have like the little remainder mark on the corner, then I was sending them in and listing them as new. And I did pretty well with some of those. It's just really time consuming. And it's just too much work for very little money on those items. So I've kind of gone away from that. I mean, think about it. The reason they're at the Dollar Tree is because they weren't that great of a selling book to begin with, right? So you might sell a couple of them, but it might take you a while. But I have found, I was mentioning this morning when I was live, that I have found, though, that when you first get started and you get that you can't sell this product, I was selling things and making a small profit. So I would buy something for $1 and make $1 profit. Okay. It's not a lot of money, but the more you keep doing that, Amazon sees those as individual transactions, not that they were just $1 profit in your pocket. They see that you just had a transaction and another one and another one and another one. So I was doing quite a few of those when I first got started. And I think within a couple months, I started getting ungated in things like pets and baby and stuff that I have friends that have been selling for a year now that are still gated in all those categories. And a lot of it is because I just don't think they're not very active. And I think the more you sell, I think there's, who knows what the thresholds are, but I think you hit certain thresholds and Amazon just says, hey, we're going to let you sell this. Like I got ungated, I think it was in September or October, perfect timing for fourth quarter, ungated in like Under Armour, Champion, which is what I just bought a ton of Champion. I say a ton in my definition is a ton in a multi-million-dollar seller's definition. But I just bought some NCAA basketball Champion t-shirts, and I got some sweatshirts. I got some sweatpants, but they're like skinny pant. They're not Champion though. Those are a different brand. But yeah, it was just nice finally getting some of those bigger brands opened up. Like from what I understand, you won't get Nike. That won't open up for you. You have to pay for that. I don't want to have to pay. If I found, so I am going to try. So I've been doing those liquidation lots from 888 lots. I have a couple videos on that. And that's where I got those clothing items from. And they told me they would supply me with an itemized invoice, because right now their invoice just says like lot whatever. Like this is what their invoice says. Oh no, this is from their website. I was going to show you. This is what I bought. But so I've been keeping track because I want to know, like, how much am I really making? So my second box that I bought from them, I paid $98. And I think I only have, oh, I just sold this. I don't remember. So I have two things on here that I haven't, one thing I haven't sold, the other thing I haven't put how much I sold it yet for. But so far I've made $102. I paid 98 and I made 102. So 100% ROI. These items sold fast. Like I put them up and within 24 hours, most of this sold. Because I had like a Dance Dance Revolution dance pad for the PS2, a PlayStation Vita travel pouch. That's what I just sold. Xbox 360 remote, a Blu-ray for the PS3 remote, another dance pad for the PS3. And then I had 4 microphones. I put them up on, actually, I think I sold all of them on Mercari. I cross-posted to Mercari and eBay, and they sold on Mercari. So I'm pretty happy with that. Not very much work. My partner just said he would phone the water company and get my name on the bill. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I think that will make a big difference if you have that, because I think it was the whole, like, after 9/11, you had to prove who you really were. And that's just like when you go to get your license now, you have to bring copies of your utility bills or something that proves that you really live where you are, saying that you live. I think that's probably why they do that. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to actually submit. I just want to verify before I submit that order. Actually, you know what? I do have some hair color. Let me add this to the batch. Let me add this hair color before I submit it. And then I can at least end the video showing you how many places I have to ship my stuff to. Because some people are kind of concerned with that a lot. So this hair color, which I'll show you once I get it all up here. I bought some last year and sold it. And then I was surprised to still see some hanging around. There's no expiration dates on them. So I got blonde. Ooh, it's a different color. Black Radiance. Bashful Blonde. Black Radiance. Black Radiance. Black Radiance. Black Radiance. Wish I would have had all this back when people were stuck at home and their hair was turning gray. I ran into a friend the other day at Walmart. I haven't seen her since all this went down, since March. And her hair has completely grown out where it is all gray. It actually looked really good on her. Isn't that the toughest thing about growing out your hair color if it's gray is that transition period. So at this point, we're all locked in. Now that is a Texas size glass. What's a Texas size glass? I must have missed something. All right, so I have, this is Bashful Blonde. And they were $1.49 a piece. I'm going to, oh, actually, I stopped sharing my screen with you, didn't I? Add to stream. All right, let me share this with you. Oh, sorry if you hear the lawnmower. My husband decided to mow the lawn, even though he knows that I am on video. But I'm not going to complain. I'm getting my lawn mowed. I guess there's only one unless I do packs. The rank is the same whether you sell them individually or packs of 2. I am going to just check and see what the pricing is like. So, currently unavailable. Well, that is nice. I like when I see that currently unavailable. They were going for $35 in January. Wow. $35 in January. Why would that? That's interesting. Same price whether you bought one or two. Oh. I clicked on each of those and it brought me to the same thing. All right, I'm just going to click this. All right, replenish. All right, I have 1, 2, 3 of these, and they were $1.61 with tax, and I bought them in June. And then let's see where this stuff all goes. So this is hazmat. So this is good. I'm getting this in because it goes with all that other stuff. So what did I say these were selling? These were selling for 20 something dollars. So that was in January. $34.99 in January. The last 180 days was $26 and $20 in the last 90 days. If this is your favorite hair color, will you pay $28 for it? I'm going to find out. All right, printing off the label. And, oh, you know what? I am going to, actually, let me go back to, there we go. I'm going to bag these, polybag them. Because I don't know. Tell they sat there for a while. I like literally have to dust them because they're dusty. Dust in the wind. All right. All we are is dust in the wind. Can't sing too loud though. Well, I guess they can't demonetize me because I'm not getting monetized, but they can take my video down. I went to watch a video the other day and it said it was removed because of a copyright thing. Oh, cleaned me out of Nutrice and Revlon. You know, I actually, when we first got shut in, I decided to clean my closets. And you wouldn't believe the number of items that I found in my closet that were brand new that I sold on Amazon and eBay. You know, the funny thing is there's a lot of things that I have sold over the last year that I purchased and threw up on eBay, and they didn't sell on eBay. And when I had the chance, when I got ungated, I sold them on Amazon, and they sold like quickly. It's shocking to me, and I'm still shocked how quickly things sell on Amazon versus eBay. I have given my family a lesson in shopping around because I am still shocked with even my own family. I'm just like, I guess if money doesn't mean anything to you, then just go to wherever and buy. But I like to check at least a couple websites, and most of the time I can get it cheaper on eBay. Even with my Prime. I hadn't been using Prime, and then on Veterans Day they had a deal with my husband being a veteran. We ended up subscribing to Prime. I don't know if I'll redo it, especially since right now I don't get much benefit except for some TV shows, which honestly the TV shows aren't even that great versus what I can just watch on Netflix and Hulu, because I got those too. But so I'm pretty sure I probably won't re-up when I'm done, especially with everything that's happened. If they're not willing to give everybody like a free year or something to make up for all the Amazon Prime benefits that we did not end up getting because it was still taking them 2 weeks to mail something out or more. All right, so this one is Frivolous Fawn. A pack of 2. I do like the idea of a pack of 2. I got 2 of them. So these sell for $27 in a pack of 2. $18 in a pack of, in a single. I think I'm going to do a pack of 2. Wasn't that other one a lot more expensive? Oh, see, this is FBM though. 322. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a pack of 2. Yep, I'm going to do a pack of 2 instead of the single. I think I'll get with my friend later and see if he wants me to do those mosaic cards. So yeah, I don't know anything about basketball. I don't know anything about trading cards. I just had some friends. All right, I'm going to put a sticker on these to block the UPC. I just have some friends that I've met through selling on Amazon that we started chatting on a regular basis, and we share bolos and stuff with each other, and tips and tricks and frustration, and just a social outlet for when you're a full-time reseller. And although one's going to college full-time and a few of them work full-time, but they were talking about these basketball cards. And so I was saying earlier that I ended up buying I guess 35 of them. I thought it was just 33. They said, somebody said on Ecom and Beyond show, they were talking yesterday, and he says, oh, you should open them all. Don't sell them, open them. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I actually did sell to one of the guys who was helping me. I sold 20 packs to him, and I didn't get as much as if I would have sold them outright to somebody, like on eBay. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even known to really even grab them. So I appreciate his help tremendously. And so I've decided, now that I found these 2 extra packs, and I kept 1 pack behind to go ahead and open on YouTube, and just to see if I get what kind of cards I get. I don't know anything, so I'm going to have to do a joint session with somebody who knows something about these cards, because all I know is to look for the Zion. But hey, that's one thing that's enjoyable about this, especially about hanging out on YouTube and making friends and just connections and seeing what the trends are. Is sometimes just watching the trends is enough for you to say, hey, they're all talking about this certain card, and you can buy it at Walmart. Next time I'm at Walmart, I'm going to go check out the sports cards and see if these cards are there. I tell you, I didn't think I'd found what I found, but I actually sent them that message, a picture of it with 1 card, and then they said, oh yeah, that's the one. How many do they have? And I sent them a picture of a whole box full of these packs, and they're like, grab them all. It was just really weird grabbing all these sports cards, and I didn't know anything about them. So, friends with Pat D's, he knows cards. I know Pat D's. I don't think he knows who I am. So, friends, I'd say no, not friends. But yeah, I mean, I follow him, and he pops into the chats and stuff, but he pops in for about 2 minutes and pops out. I'll have to check with him. And so I don't know if anybody watches the Thrifting Goomba. Michael is his name. If you're not following his channel, I highly recommend it. Checking him out, the Thrifting Goomba. He does a weekly show with John from Nevermore Antiques in El Cubanasco. Am I saying that right? Oscar. They do a show together, and Michael's one of my friends. He's been one of my first Amazon friends, and he lives in the state of Georgia. And of course, I'm up here in New York. Well, he has family in New York, and he was vacationing here last summer. I think he was 3-4 hours away. I don't know. I said to my mom, Want to go on a road trip today? Let's go have lunch with a internet friend of mine. And so I actually got to meet him in person. He's a great guy. He's the one I sold the cards to. I made a little bit, but yeah. He's big into baseball. He teaches or coaches a baseball team. And he likes the New York Mets. Not that I like, well, I guess if I was to choose a professional baseball team, it'd probably be the New York Mets, only because my great grandmother was a huge New York Met fan. So Mike, Oscar, and Alex, they're on tonight. Yeah, isn't that the Bad Boys of Reselling? Is that show? Yeah, I guess Alex has got to get on the ball. He still owes some people some things from his auction a couple weeks ago. All right, I'm gonna check this single pack and this 2-pack now that I took off all those stickers. I mean, I hate when they say like the rank is the same, whether it's a single, 2, or 4. You know that it's not the same. So $24 for a single. I like that price. There's nobody selling a 3-pack. Do you think people would want to buy a 3-pack of hair coloring? I don't know. It would be nice to do them more and let's see, nobody else is offering anything but the single. I think I'm just gonna go with the single. So I had 2 in stock, 1 inbound. All right, that's what I just sent in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like I couldn't say 3 times 3 right in front of me and see that there was 9 of them. 9 of them. Nope, these I bought in June. So, who was it that said they were prepping? I don't know if they're still in here. No, it wasn't Natasha. Was it Denise? Denise. Are you still here, Denise? Do you use Inventory Labs? I guess it's Inventory Lab, right? No S on the end. Just curious. I was talking to Larry, Mustache Larry, earlier. He was in this morning. And he has a lifetime membership to Inventory Lab, but he doesn't use it because I don't think he does Amazon. So hoping I can convince him that he really needs to look into doing Amazon. I meet all these people on these reselling shows, but I don't think a lot of them do any reselling. Or they do very little. They sell like 1 or 2 items. Like, I guess it's, I don't know. All right, let's see if this will fit in here. Is that the bag? Yeah, that's the size I was just doing. I guess I'm going to do these individual. So let's see where I'm at now for my total. So I'm at $1,566. Not bad for a day. And that doesn't even include the stuff I have on eBay. Oh, speaking of eBay, actually, let me show you my eBay. I'm going to show you just for those that are here. Share screen, share my eBay, share. Okay. So if you are at Walmart and you are not looking for these items, okay, let me show you these. I'm just gonna, I was gonna make them big, but you can't see them big. All right, hold on. I am gonna share my entire screen. So you're not going to see me. So I think it will go to this. I'm just going to look at my live stream. Okay, yeah. All right, so these triple racer water slides, okay? If you are not looking for these, you are leaving money out there. So I normally do free shipping for most things. These specific items I've been charging shipping on because they're pretty heavy, but I just sold so $47 plus shipping. They paid more because most of them aren't right here local. 47, and then this pool, I paid $58 for this pool. This is it right here. You can get this at Walmart for $58, but there's not a lot of them left. Sold for $199 plus they paid shipping. So definitely be looking for pools. And then I also had, let me see if it was Macari. I just want to see where I sold it. In progress. No. I know I sold one on Poshmark I listed last night. I sold this pool on Poshmark. I think it was $13. And I sold it for $35. And then I don't know if it was Bonanza, the other one I sold. Recently. I know I've been selling a lot on Bonanza. A lot of my higher priced items. So I did sell, yeah, so another one of those triple water slides I sold for $46 plus shipping. And I sold, that's nothing, just trinket. That's nothing. That's nothing. So another one of those big pools I sold here for $191 plus shipping. Another pool, $191 plus shipping. Another one of those slides. I mean, so they're really, I mean, on Bonanza, they're really selling. But let me go back to my eBay because I wanted to show you another pool that I just picked up. Yeah, I got to return. Somebody just returned. Actually, somebody returned one of those slides. They got it, and they said that they found it cheaper at Walmart. I wanted to say, well, yeah, it's where I bought it. Look at this one. This pool, they have been selling here on eBay and Amazon for $1,100. Okay, it's big. I don't know how much it weighs. I don't even know if my scale is big enough to even figure out how much it weighs. It's very, very heavy. But I looked it up. I estimated it weighs like 60 pounds. Or maybe it was even 80 pounds I put in. And I put it in FedEx. And I figured I would just put wrap it in, that wrap, like that clear wrap you can get. I'm just going to wrap it in that and then stick the label on it and send it off. And it is, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked here in my mind. So $100. It's going to cost me $100. I put in if I'm sending it to California and I'm here in New York. And the most it will cost is $103, I think it was. So I went ahead and listed this on eBay yesterday. I've already had 119 views. I wonder how many watchers I have. I got one watcher. I think I'll send that watcher an offer. So I paid $194 for that. So in my custom SKU, I put my price here. Well, not bad. $194 flipped into $1,200. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm going to go back to sharing my. I keep changing. I'm going to go back to sharing my inventory lab just so I can finish this up. All right, inventory lab. So we got everything in. We're at $1,500. So I'm going to review my batch. It's going to just say, again, this is all the stuff. So remember, some of this stuff, I can't remember what the other item was. Some of this stuff told me I couldn't send it in. It had that error message, but I'm going to try and send it anyhow. It just said it wasn't, you can't FBA it right now. So I'm going to try anyhow. Let's hope it doesn't have like 6 shipments. I'm okay with like 3. Looks like maybe 4. All right, so that's not bad. 4 shipments. So this BWI, that's usually all of my hazmat, which that's what that looks like. And AVP is in Pennsylvania. That's usually where I send all my stuff. And then, so it looks like Dallas is getting some. And then India. Okay, so that's weird. This is all hazmat stuff. They're having me break up the hazmat. May have been worth it in the future to do all my hazmat as a separate shipment and then pay that fee so I send it all to one location. Because you can't get the discounted shipping with hazmat. So it gets pretty expensive. But as long as I make enough, it makes it worth it. So if you click on any of these, so like this one, I'm only sending 7 items to. It shows down here that my profit on those items is $72. So if it's going to cost me, which it won't, but if it was to cost me like $70, I'd be like, well, I'm not going to send that shipment in. And this one is $88 in profit. This one's $123 in profit. And then that one's the $1,200. Yeah. Okay. So that's my shipment. I'm going to finish getting everything ready. I'm going to box it all up. But I'm going to stop the live stream at this point. That way y'all don't get bored watching me box, because I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on the chat and all that while I'm taping and boxing and all that. So I just wanted to thank you. I got 6 people watching right now. Thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all are having a good weekend so far. Well, I mean, you're sitting home, right? Sitting home on a Saturday. But when you work for yourself, Monday through Sunday is pretty much all the same days to me. So Saturdays don't mean anything unless there's garage sales. And we still don't really have garage sales here in our area. I think I saw a couple that were posted, advertised, but nobody's really having them right now. Because we're just in phase 2 right now, which even our retail stores haven't even opened. Like TJ Maxx hasn't even opened up yet. It's pretty much still just the essential stores. Our Salvation Army hasn't opened. We have no Goodwill in this area. So a lot of the thrift stores haven't even opened yet. Hopefully they do at some point and don't close their doors permanently. But alrighty. So thanks. If you're interested in these basketball cards, keep an eye on my channel, because I will be doing these. Maybe I'll see if my friend's available. Maybe this evening I'll do those. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and click on the bell for notification. And if there's anything in particular you'd like to see me do a video on, if you're new to anything of this stuff, then let me know. I'd be happy to try and put together a video. I am going to do a video. I keep saying it, but I am going to do it. That's this week, is a list of all of the different tools that I use for my reselling business, like this Scotty peeler and this. If you don't know what it is, you have to come back to the video and watch, but I love that. So there's so many different things that I use for my business all the time that I think a lot of people don't realize, like, what should I invest my money in? And I'll just rank them and what I feel is really important versus what are nice to haves. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks.